the studios of Canton High School, it's Focus on Football with Ben Aronson and Matt Martin.
All right, and welcome back to Focus on Football. I'm Ben Aronson here with
I'm Martin.
Week 13 preview. Let's get it. I
All
got
right.
it right. It's a good day. That's how you know.
Starting with the game tonight. It's going to be a good one.
This is like last time I said it was a good Thursday night football game. It was the Steelers and the Panthers, and the Steelers wiped them. So I'm actually really hoping we have a good game tonight. It's an important game, more important for the Cowboys, but still an important game for the Saints as they look to keep pace with the Rams or ahead of the Rams.
Coming from a Packers fan, because a lot of my opinions on the other games comes from Packers fans, like in my wants, I think I want Dallas to win this game.
Mm-hmm.
Because the biggest thing or do I?
I don't think it really affects you much.
The thing is, if LA loses another game and the Saints keep winning, then that Week 17 game versus Carolina, because that's what I got on my mind. The Green Bay scenario to make the playoffs, going to need Carolina to lose too.
Yep.
Then that would be it right there, because they wouldn't need to play that game.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the Saints.
The Saints aren't going to lose. The Saints won't lose this game.
I think the Saints might throttle the Cowboys.
I think the Cowboys have the benefit of the doubt of playing in the NFC East. We've talked about how stagnant their offense has been. Obviously, Cooper helps, but if you put Lattimore on Cooper, put a safety over the top, what else can they really do? Obviously, they're gonna. Elliott will do his damage, but
I'm just scared they might muddy this game up and play a 27-21 game.
Yeah, I feel like the Saints will win by. I feel like the Saints will win by a possession or more.
I don't think they'll blow them out. I think 10
The Cowboys'
points
defense is
pretty
underrated.
solid.
Is Sean Lee playing? Probably not.
Probably not.
But
I hate how that's brought up now. It's like, oh, but Sean Lee's out. It's like, when has Sean Lee not been out?
yeah, this is it's the Cowboys and then the Cowboys with Sean Lee. You said it before. We're so used to him not playing. So, but I think
Saints win this game.
We're gonna see Alvin Kamara have a huge game. I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think the Cowboys have been very good against
I'm
the run.
excited for this.
They have a good defensive line, but what linebacker on the Cowboys is fast enough to stay with Kamara all game in the passing game? What cornerback is going to stop Michael Thomas?
Byron Jones, maybe?
Maybe. Probably not.
Probably not.
Yeah.
I don't know. I love seeing the Cowboys get beaten up. It's just fun for me.
I wonder how Jason Garrett still has a job every time I see the Cowboys play. But
He'll keep his job.
yeah, he will. Jerry Jones loves him, but
Falcons-Ravens. The opening line of this game in Vegas was Baltimore minus 2.5. And in 3 days, yesterday I checked, in 2 days, it went all the way to Atlanta -1. That's a 3.5 point swing in 2 days.
and this is in Baltimore. And Baltimore is a.
Is it in Baltimore?
Is it in Baltimore?
I feel like it's in Atlanta.
Okay, that would change a lot of things. That's why I think they'd have the swing. That's why I thought the swing was so important.
I feel like it's in Atlanta. That's the Bears schedule. The game's in Atlanta.
Okay, so I guess you can kind of see how Atlanta could be favored. Obviously, Baltimore has better defense. They have a better record, but the key is if this Falcons team can put up points, can Lamar Jackson keep pace with Matt Ryan and the Falcons offense? Obviously, they haven't been great, but we see the Falcons put up 40 points some week. So
I think
can Lamar Jackson throw the ball when he needs to?
the difference to make in this game, Jimmy Smith has not been the player that he has been in the past. He's had a very down year. I think Julio Jones is going to have a monster game.
Oh, I think that will definitely happen. You might even see guys like them paying so much attention to Julio Jones. Like guys like Calvin Ridley have huge games too.
Mm-hmm.
Mohamed Sanu maybe even, but I think the big question is can Lamar Jackson? He played the Raiders and the Bengals.
Bengals are the worst.
Yeah.
Probably the worst team in the NFL right now.
Obviously, Atlanta doesn't have a great defense, but can he keep pace with a great quarterback like Matt Ryan? It would be fun to watch because we've seen him running the ball a lot. Can he actually throw the ball? Matt says no.
Do you watch him play?
Yeah, Matt. He can't throw the ball.
He can't make a read.
Throw the ball. He cannot. He's great.
Yeah.
He could be a great running back though, or wide receiver or something. But
Bills, Dolphins.
quarterbacks. We talked about this. We were like, why do we have to talk about this game? But
The Dolphins are still alive in the playoff hunt somehow.
Somehow.
If they lose, they're done.
they should win. I think they'll win this game.
I don't know.
I don't get Josh Allen. Like, he throws the ball 19
I feel
times.
like between the Jets, the Bills, and the Dolphins, every time they play, the underdog just wins because they don't make sense. They suck.
I love the
They
AFC East.
Of course you do.
I love being a
Of course
part
you
of
do.
the
You
AFC
love
East.
because as long as the Pats go 7-9 or better, they win the division.
Yeah, the AFC East hasn't been good in so long. Obviously, the Jets is being competitive, but the Bills made the playoffs last year. But the Bills might have been the worst playoff team ever. Last year's Bills team, up there, definitely up there.
Way up there.
But
Like a non-late season injury to a quarterback.
yeah, playoff team. Yeah, but I think the Dolphins will win this game. I think it just comes down to coaching. I think Adam Gase is a better coach than Sean McDermott. Obviously, the Bills' defense has actually been playing pretty well. But the thing that worries me about the Bills is that Josh Allen throws the ball 20 times a game, and he goes 8 for 20, 195 yards, and like a touchdown and a pick.
He had 99 rushing yards last week. Good for
Yeah.
you, Josh. I mean, he broke a wicked long one.
Yeah.
This is too long to spend talking about this game. One of these teams is going to win. I don't even know.
doesn't matter.
I'm gonna pick the Bills because
I'm going to pick the Dolphins. I
think the Dolphins are terrible.
Yeah. But next game, elimination game, Broncos-Bengals.
I thought I was going to say.
Oh,
Because we had Bears-Giants too. I was going to say not an elimination game. But Broncos-Bengals, definitely an elimination game. When was it? It was when they were 4-6.
Yep. The Broncos were 4-6.
I bought into this defense.
I don't think you bought into them making the playoffs. I think you bought into them making a little run, though.
Yeah, I'm the bandwagon. I'm on it.
Yep.
I think it's going to be
such a good matchup.
Either them or the Colts to make that 6th seed. The Bengals are. This might be ugly.
We were wrong about the Bengals.
Well, they got so hurt.
Yeah.
AJ Green, Andy Dalton, Tyler Eifert. They
This
get
is what
hurt
you're
every
gonna
year.
do. The Broncos, they're gonna send Von Miller. They're gonna send Derek Wolfe. They're gonna send Bradley Chubb.
Hey, you guys get right.
all right at Jeff Driscoll. What's his name?
Jeff? I think it's Jeff. I'm not even checking.
We're not even checking.
Doesn't
He's
even matter.
irrelevant.
He's going to target Tyler Boyd 15 times like he did last week, and Tyler Boyd's going to be covered by Chris Harris. So then Jeff Driscoll's one of those quarterbacks where it's like you give him a read, you give him one thing he can do on the play. He's like Mitch Trubisky. You give him one thing to do, and if it's there, good. It's when that one thing is covered up and it's like, oh no, I don't know what to do now.
Pick 6 to the crib. He's gonna get sacked 80 times by Von Miller. Giovanni Bernard might be playing quarterback by the end of this game.
He reminds me of Nick Foles when he was on the Rams.
Case Keenum on anyone on the Rams
Anyone
under
on the
Jeff
Rams.
Fisher.
Broncos gonna win this game.
I got
I'm excited
Broncos
to see
too.
them.
Yep.
Colts Jags, big game for the Colts.
Huge game for the Colts.
I want them to win this game really badly.
Matt's been a part of the Colts bandwagon the entire time.
Since 1-5, I
Since
said
1
Colts
and
for the
5,
division.
and now they have a chance to move to 7 and 5. Jacksonville's falling apart. Cody Kessler's starting, and the thing you look at, you see that Andrew Luck's having a great season, but no one's talking about this Colts defense.
Mhm.
Obviously, they're not one of the they're not a top 10 unit in the league, but they're playing solid football. They're playing well enough for that Andrew Luck can stay in games and they can be competitive.
They've looked really solid.
Yeah.
Played good against the Dolphins last week. His offense has been great. Ramsey might be hurt, which would be a dream for T.Y. Hilton.
And the Jaguars suck. Jaguars are so bad. They don't have an offensive coordinator.
Case Keenum playing.
No, Cody Kessler playing.
Cody Kessler. Case Keenum. He plays the Broncos.
Cody
So,
Kessler.
like,
Matt, can you throw a ball farther than Cody Kessler?
I probably can.
I think you would have more yards per attempt than Cody
I
Kessler.
think I would put up probably a better game than Cody Kessler was this weekend. I bet probably my life savings that he won't throw a ball more than 7 yards downfield.
Yeah, I mean, he might throw.
Not seriously, but his average yards per attempt in his career is like 5.5, which is like abysmal. Terrible.
I think the Colts will. I'm not gonna say throttle just in case this Jaguars
I love
defense
that
does
word.
come
Colts
to
are
play.
going to throttle them.
Just in case this
Why
Jaguars
not?
defense comes to play decent, but I think the Colts definitely win by a touchdown or more.
Panthers, Bucks. Come on, Bucks.
The Bucks suck, Matt.
Come on,
wants-
Bucks.
They suck so bad. Matt wants them to win.
Any
because-
team playing the Seahawks, Panthers, Vikings, Cowboys, Redskins, just win, please. I'm begging you.
I think the Panthers will win this game. The Bucks are so bad. I don't even know
Yeah,
who's their quarterback. Who's starting right now?
Winston, this is literally the worst possible matchup for the Bucks to have. Christian McCaffrey is going to might catch 75 balls.
Who's that? Who's the linebacker they have that is Kwame Alexander?
Quan Alexander, Levante David,
Yeah.
Kendall Beckwith, they're all hurt.
Yeah, so it's over. It's
They're all hurt.
been fun. But it's been fun. But I think the Colts will win this game. The Bucks are so bad. I don't even know who's their quarterback. Who's their quarterback?
Christian McCaffrey is going to
Panthers should win this game. Panthers are all the Bucks.
I mean, I'm gonna root for the Bucks. I'm hoping they win.
They're on a little skid, the Panthers, but I think they'll get back into it.
That'd be if they go to 6 and if they fall to 6 and 6, that'd be awesome.
Let's go to here real quick. I know we mentioned
mentioned it, and then we skip right past it. Bears Giants. Chase Daniel making his second start.
This changes the game. This makes it a lot tougher for the Bears to win.
Mm-hmm.
I think they still get it done just because of their defense and how bad the Giants' offensive line is. I think we see Khalil Mack have a monster game against Nate Solder. But the Bears should win this game. Obviously, Matt, you're still somewhat rooting against them. Will the Giants make the playoffs? I don't know.
Will the Giants win the Super Bowl?
If the Giants make it to the playoffs, they'd probably win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but
just knowing Eli Manning. But
the thing is, talking about the Bears, looking at their schedule, they're 8-4. If they drop this game,
they're 8-3. If they drop this game,
they're 8-4. Then they got the Rams Sunday night, 8-5. The Packers. The Packers are amazing. 8-6.
The Packers might be retired after just because of how good they've been this year.
Yeah,
they might not have to play ever again.
They didn't try because of how good they've been.
Yeah,
because they've won so many Super Bowls in recent history.
Randall Cobb, take the year off. Take the year off.
He runs one play for 75 yards and he's done for the year. That'd be 8-6. Then we got the Niners. I'm not gonna try and tell you that that'll be 9-6, and then at the Vikings, say that's 9-7. Green Bay runs the table. That's 9-6-1. I'm just gonna throw it out there.
Green Bay needs to run the table.
They need to run the table. If they lose to Arizona this weekend, you will not see me Monday morning.
Yeah, I'll be recording alone.
Probably won't see me Thursday either. Just
probably won't.
Get ready for a Matt-less show.
Matt's gonna take a good vacation.
A nice leave of absence.
But now we can get into some actual good games.
What? Colts Jags doesn't excite you?
No, not really.
All right, Vikings pass.
Bills Dolphins though, I'll tell you, that thing gets me excited.
Vikings pass.
In New England, Kirk Cousins is not good enough to win in New England. The Vikings D looked extremely good against the Packers.
Sick. I mean,
yeah.
Green Bay's offense does nothing exciting. They did exciting plays for 2 drives, and what happened on those 2 drives? We had 2 touchdowns. Actually, 3 drives, but the third one, Aaron Rodgers turned into an old man and couldn't make a pass. I'm going to save the Packers talk for later.
I think the Pats will win.
If the Vikings win this game, I will be so mad.
I will be mad too.
Every time I pick the Patriots, they do me wrong.
But every time you don't pick them,
so I'm gonna pick the Vikings. No. I'm just gonna pick the Patriots because I'm not gonna pick the Vikings because I know the Pats are gonna win. Pats are gonna win this game.
It's in New England. It's gonna be December on Sunday.
Thielen and Diggs are questionable. They'll both probably play. I am not excited about this Pats team this year.
I'm not. I mean, as a fan.
They have no explosiveness on offense.
Games like this worry me.
Yeah.
And especially because the Patriots have a lot of breathing room. They can't lose. If they win out, they can maybe lose one more game. But if they win out, that's the only way they're going to get the 2 seed. Maybe if the Chiefs fall a little bit, maybe the 1 seed if the Chargers can beat them. But
if the Pats lose again, what do they drop to?
8-4.
8-4. If they lose this game, that's probably it for them for a 1 seed.
Unless they go into Pittsburgh and beat them.
No, for
1 seed, yeah.
If they're 8-4, Chiefs will be 10-2. Well, if they're 8-4, Pittsburgh can still. Well, no.
Pittsburgh will be 10-4-1. No, yeah, no.
Well, Pittsburgh. I was gonna say Pittsburgh could still lose that game against New England, but they can't. But just imagine New England loses this game, and then they drop a close one to Pittsburgh, and they're the 4 seed, and then wild card if the Chargers come to town. Divisional, they go to KC, and then conference championship, they have to
Houston or
God.
Pittsburgh.
If they had to go to Houston, they had to go to Houston.
Houston, we were probably Jesus Christ. That'd be awesome. Thank you, Matt, for running that through.
No, you want to go on the road to KC?
No, I'd like to. Well, who would we play? No, I don't think we'd play. We'd be the 4 seed.
You play LA.
Yeah, you're tripping. That's right. I mean, the 3 seed would be nice. Then we play Baltimore or Indy. That'd be nice. I'd like that.
I wouldn't want to play Indy right now.
Have you seen what happens to Indy when they come to New England in the last 10 years? When did Peyton Manning leave? Even when Peyton Manning was there.
Have you watched the Colts the last 5 weeks?
That's true. but we beat them before this little hot streak. But we'll move on.
Exactly, before the hot streak.
We'll move on. Big game. This might be the game of the week.
If you're the Pats, who are you rooting for?
From the Pats, I'm rooting for the Chargers, just because I know they have no chance of winning the division.
For some reason in my mind, I thought the Texans and Steelers were playing. I was gonna say why would the Chargers are part of this. Yeah, you got to root for the Chargers, I think.
I think if anyone giving the Steelers another loss is big. Chargers are sleepers. People still sleep on the Chargers.
Mm.
They're 8-3 right now. If they weren't in
Joey Bosa back.
If they weren't in that division with the Chiefs, they'd be a division leader by far in most divisions. Steelers had a bad week. Big Ben's been turning the ball over. This is a good Chargers defense too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the strength of them. Melvin Gordon's out, which is big, but I think it just makes it easier in the passing game with Austin Eckler. I'm picking the Chargers. And I want the Chargers to win. That's partially why I'm picking them. But
I'm picking Pittsburgh. I don't think Chargers can win this big game. I'm a big believer in the Chargers, but right here, this Sunday night game, a game that Pittsburgh needs to win, coming off 2 crappy performances.
yeah.
I think Pittsburgh's going to come out, play a good game. Get Antonio Brown and Juju Smith involved. Get James Conner involved in the passing game. I think Pittsburgh's going to win this game. I think one of the strongest points of the Chargers defense is their pass rush. But Steelers have one of the best offensive lines in the league. The Steelers defense has been playing a lot better. I think Pittsburgh's going to win this game.
I'm sticking with the Chargers, but I think it's going to be I think it's going to be a really close game throughout.
So do I.
Come down to the end.
Redskins, Eagles.
NFC East preview. Every game in the NFC East, the head-to-head battles are important right now.
If Philly loses, they're done. I think I want Philly to win.
Yeah, I think I want Philly to win too.
I don't want to see Washington in the playoffs. 2, we know Philly, because I'm looking at it from a Packers perspective. We know Philly's not going to beat the Cowboys, Rams, Texans, and Redskins again. They're not going to run the table.
Well, how many losses do they have right now? 7 or 6? 6. Can they make the playoffs? Can they win that division at 9-7? Then they can slip one game.
I'm not worried about the. I'm worried about the wild card because I'm a Packers fan. But I think this is Dallas's division to lose it at this point.
Yeah.
They beat Philly already. That game next week against Philly's gonna be huge.
I think
Philly's
gonna win.
I'm expecting. Wow, because we're expecting Dallas to lose this week. If Philly wins, all 3 of those teams are 6-6.
I think Philly's gonna win. I do.
This division?
No, this game.
Oh yeah, this game I'm picking Philly. The division though.
I have no clue about the division.
Philly's schedule is
too
tough.
And I don't trust Colt McCoy.
The thing
enough.
is, Washington has the easiest schedule.
Yeah, but you can't pick Colt McCoy. I have to go with the Cowboys. I cannot pick Colt McCoy to lead a team to a division.
Gotta pick Philly.
Philly's winning this game, but
Now,
due to the lack of excitement this week in the NFL games, little special segment.
little playoff stuff, little playoff talk, matchup talk. We'll start in the AFC. If you're like one of these 4 or 5 teams that's solidified, Chargers, Pittsburgh, Houston, New England, KC. Between Baltimore, Indy, Miami, Cincy, Denver, and Tennessee. Wow, that's a lot of teams. Which I think if you're one of those teams, you want Cincy, you want Tennessee or Miami. Who do you not want to see? I feel.
Denver's defense can be scary from a lot of teams. Their pass rush can be scary, especially teams with bad offensive lines. You look at Baltimore's defense; their defense is one of the top in the league. But if it's Baltimore and you have Lamar Jackson at your quarterback, that's a great matchup. But at the same time, if you get the Ravens have been a great playoff team under John Harbaugh. They've gone into New England and beat them. They've always been competitive in every game they played. But I'm not scared of. I want to play Miami. I want to play Cincinnati. I want to play Tennessee. You do not want to draw. I wouldn't want to draw the Colts if you can avoid the Colts. I would not want to draw the Chargers. I do not. The Chargers are a lock. I do not want to draw them though.
As long as Indy is not playing the Steelers in the first, the New England in the first round.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna pick them to win whatever game they play.
They can make a little run.
I think Baltimore cannot. No, but I love that defense.
If Lamar Jackson is a starting quarterback, Baltimore will not make a run.
The only team that having Lamar Jackson will hurt them is against New England.
Yeah. It's true.
Denver, I just don't think Denver will have the firepower on offense.
Yeah,
That defense is
the defense
very
can keep
good,
them competitive. That's always been the strength of their team.
But like, I don't see them being able to go on the road and win a
Yeah,
big
I was
game.
gonna say it's different if you're at Mile High Stadium.
Mhm.
It's completely different scenario, but that ain't it. But in regards to these matchups, being a New England fan, the only team I don't really want to see is I don't want to see Kansas City in Kansas City. But other than that, if the Patriots get the 2 seed, I'm not really scared of anyone else coming into New England.
I'd be scared of Pittsburgh or LA coming in New England.
Into New England, maybe if you're going on the road to one of those places, but you wouldn't have to do that for the Chargers. But
Like I'm at, that's a tough draw. New England. Say they even get a bye, and then they get winner of Pittsburgh Chargers,
yeah,
and then they go to Arrowhead. That's not an easy
yeah, I know.
one.
I'm saying I don't want to go to Arrowhead. I don't like the idea of going to Arrowhead, but
Even that first game is not a
yeah,
shoo-in. Usually, in past years, the first playoff game for New England has been a lock.
yeah,
Like
Texans,
Tennessee, Texans, Colts.
Colts usually, usually.
Um,
I think, but at the same time, like we've seen Pittsburgh. I don't think this is a new team. I think it's very similar to last year's. Big Ben, it might be even worse than he was last year. No Le'Veon Bell. James Conner has obviously been playing serviceable in his role, but
mhm.
I think New England has the recipe to beat Pittsburgh. Mike Tomlin never really changes his game plan. I'm scared of the Chiefs. That's really if the Patriots get the 2 seed and they get to play all their games at home until they go to Arrowhead. I'm fine with the Patriots in the playoffs. I don't think Houston's real either. I think Houston
Neither do I.
will get wiped by a good team.
Moving to the NFC. If you're the Rams or the Saints, not looking even at not just wild. Well, first let's start with wild card. Who do you want in?
I want anyone from the NFC East.
You want Washington.
You want Philly.
You want Philly.
You don't want Seattle. You
don't
don't
want
want Aaron
Seattle.
Rodgers.
Solely because it's Aaron Rodgers. Nothing.
Yeah.
The defense has been better,
Yeah.
but like they have like a 3-headed monster with Rodgers, Jones, and Adams.
If
If they
2
get it
teams
going.
from the NFC East make it, I will be
That'd be
disgusted.
insane.
I'd be disgusted. I don't even want Carolina really. Carolina has playoff experience. Cam Newton's been there before. Made it to the Super Bowl. They have weapons. They have a pretty good defense.
Wow. It's just weird thinking about. Say it finishes like this, and it's Minnesota at the 5, Washington at the 6. There would be 5 non-Super Bowl champion quarterbacks, or non-Super Bowl,
Teams.
5 quarterbacks of the 6 that have never played in a Super Bowl,
Yeah.
and 5 in a row between the 7 and 11 seed that have Super Bowl winning or Super Bowl appearances.
Look at how bad this playoff is. Wait, sorry. I didn't mean to scroll all the way up. New Orleans at the 1. LA at the 2. You're like, okay, nice. Chicago at the 3.
That's if I'm
fair.
New Orleans or LA, I don't want to see Chicago.
Yeah. 4 Dallas. 5 Minnesota. 6 Washington. That would be so boring.
Anyway, Seattle.
We were
with
so
Russell Wilson,
excited about the NFC. What happened?
with Russell Wilson, Carolina with Cam, Philly with Wentz.
Green
Well,
Bay with
what-
Rodgers.
Wentz counts. Wentz counts as a Super Bowl quarterback.
Yeah.
Rodgers, Matt Ryan.
No, that's it.
That
Well,
5 in a row.
The Falcons are done too. They're 4-7. They're done.
But like just 5 in a row, Super Bowl quarterbacks I will not play.
Yeah.
I think if Seattle, Carolina, or Green Bay gets the 6th seed, I think they could beat Chicago in Chicago.
Yeah.
I'm
think
so excited.
Minnesota good too. Even if they're
I'm so
6-6.
excited for Rams Saints. That better be a thing in the
That
playoffs.
better be the NFC Championship.
Unless the Packers make it, then I want it to be Packers forever.
That's true. But that. I don't
Must
even
be
know.
nice to be a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super
AFC
Bowl, Super
championship
Bowl.
at least.
We lost in the Super Bowl. This is nuts.
Oh my God! Tom Brady's made it to 7. Oh, we only have 5. No, he made it to 8. We only have 5 rings.
Wow, Rodgers makes it to 1 Super Bowl, and I'm still holding it close to my heart.
Should have made it. Thank you, Brandon Bosick. Thank you very much.
How dare you? How dare you? This is too soon.
That should have been his second appearance at least. But
I think the worst. I've never been more sure of the Packers losing a game than the NFC Championship versus Atlanta.
I thought they were gonna win that game.
Before the game, it came out that the matchup was Julio Jones versus Ladarius Gunter, who ran a 4.8 in college.
Who is Legarius Gunter?
Exactly.
Is he still on the team?
No. That's that NFC Championship game. You just think, Ladarius Gunter thrown. Ladarius Gunter stiff armed. Julio Jones 99-yard touchdown.
Darius Gunter.
Gronkowski a costly fumble. What do you know? Another big game for Green Bay that a fumble cost them. Didn't completely cost them, but like it swung the tide. Also, I said this to Ben earlier. We talk about McCarthy on the hot seat, how he's a good chance he's done. If Montgomery doesn't fumble, if Mason Crosby doesn't shank 4 field goals,
Aaron Jones doesn't fumble.
Aaron Jones doesn't fumble, they're 6-4-1, and they are probably McCarthy's job is probably safe.
7-3-1.
7-3-1. McCarthy's job is probably safe. They're looking good in the division because they still have the game over Chicago. Chicago still has the Rams to play.
Yeah. And then they play again.
Wow. Look how they'd be in the division. They'd be going to the Super Bowl.
Thank you, Ty Montgomery.
Ty Montgomery, go.
Now he's going to make the playoffs. If Baltimore makes the playoffs, Ty Montgomery's going to play in the playoffs.
And
The
then I
Packers
hope he
might
fumbles
not.
for them.
Muffs up, like hands the ball to like the other team.
It's so. Green Bay had this. What were they going into the big stretch? They were 1-1-1, 2-1-1. They were 2-2-1. No, 3-2-1. With Rams, Pats, Dolphins, Seahawks, Vikings, and they go 1-4.
Yeah, but their back half of the schedule is really easy. Besides the
Just win one of those games.
besides the Bears, their back half of the schedule is so
There
easy.
isn't one of those games that they couldn't have won. They could have won all 4 of those games they lost.
Yeah, they blew it.
Every show just turns into me getting miserable about the Packers. I'm sorry, I'll get there.
We have to do bold predictions before we depart. How bold are we feeling this week?
For some reason, I always pick this team to win. Eli Manning, Saquon Barkley, and Odell Beckham going on the road against the best defense in the NFL, and they're going to win.
All right. I always pick this team to win too. The Cleveland Browns will beat the Houston Texans in Houston. Baker Mayfield will win this game.
Why not? Jameis Winston. Are you not gonna look at me? Jameis Winston, Bucks, gonna beat Carolina because Carolina drops these road games for some reason. I don't know. There was no context behind that. I just think, I don't know. I
You
feel like
want Carolina to lose.
I do
that's
want
why.
Carolina to lose. That's why I'm picking it. Not gonna lie.
My next one, not even a big spread. Chargers beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh. 3.5 point underdogs. Chargers won by a touchdown.
My third bold prediction: Broncos by more than 10.
Broncos by more than 10 over.
Cincy.
Okay. And are we doing this last one?
Mm-hmm.
Let's think. Patriots win by 2 touchdowns over the Vikings.
All right.
All right. Well, that was Focus on Football. That was our Week 13 preview. We will be back Monday to recap all these beautiful games for Canadian Community Television and for Focus on Football. I'm Ben Aronson here with
Matthew Martin.
and we will see you next week.